This is the year you're going to change your life. That's only if you're cutting off the things that are holding you back. Toxic habits that are ruining your life. 2024 is the year you are going to drop these bad habits. The first one being is just throwing on any outfit. What I mean by this is not putting any thought or effort into your outfit. Now look, I'm a firm believer that you don't have to solve any math equations or do anything too extra to look good. But the main principle is looking presentable. That's quite literally the minimum, but you'd be surprised to see just how low the bar is set. Next time you go out, look around. It's clear who puts in any thought into their outfit. Most guys out there just throw on whatever and call it a day. But look, you don't want to be like most guys. So yes, the bar is set very low. That doesn't mean that you should be okay with just the minimum. But I will say, I'm a firm believer that to get rid of any toxic habit is slowly removing yourself from these toxic behaviors. Next time you're tired in the morning, next time you're feeling lazy and you're just thinking, I could just throw on whatever because it doesn't really matter. Sure, it doesn't really matter. But if you're able just to put a little bit of effort into your outfit and make sure that you are looking presentable, you are looking good, and you are feeling confident, then you are setting yourself up for a good day. And honestly, to be more successful, you're setting yourself apart from most guys out there. And it's just one of those little things that can add up to having momentum to overall making you the person that you want to become. And I'm a very big believer that it all starts with making yourself look better. Again, the first place to start is with your outfit. Now look, this doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be hard. The easiest way to go about this, style inspiration. You go on Instagram, Pinterest. Let's say you want to wear a blue sweater today. So you search up blue sweater outfits. This is not hard to recreate. Look for something that you have in your current wardrobe, and just taking this little extra time, promise you, you're gonna feel a lot better about yourself. And you just cut off a bad habit that's been holding you back. Now, when you're looking at a bunch of different sneakers like this, it all sounds so expensive. Not if you're shopping at the right places. Even more when you could avoid paying retail price, because there's always a way to save more money. And as of lately, I've been looking through POIZON to do that, which is the sponsor of today's video. Through the POIZON app, I've been finding the best prices for shoes and guaranteed authenticity. It makes it so much easier to get better deals when there's coupon codes available. And POIZON has a few going on right now. And with these right here, you can get up to $30 off the entire POIZON website. Because with no extra cost to you, POIZON offers free authenticity checks. So before they even deliver the shoe to you, you can know for certain that your shoe is real. And even better, you're getting this shoe for the best price available. Now, if you never heard of POIZON, this is a huge marketplace of over 300,000 products, leading from sneakers, boots, and designer items. Now, since it's winter, I've been looking for some new boots. And one brand that I've been wanting to try was Common Projects. I found the perfect chunky Chelsea sneaker from Common Projects. The best price available, 100% authentic. And thanks to POIZON, I have my new essential pair of boots for the winter. Now, the tag that you see right here means it passed the authentic verification. Now, maybe you're not into this one. That's totally fine, because POIZON has you covered with pretty much any brand you want and any budget that you might have. Again, using these codes right here, you can find the best deal for any shoe that you fall in love with from any brand that you're looking into. You can find anything you're looking for, the first link in the description. POIZON is one of the leading authenticity websites, but you can find out for yourself using the first link in the description. Now let's move on to the next one. That is relying on motivation. Now, to be completely transparent, I struggle with this one almost once a month. I get huge inspiration from two things: seeing results, or essentially fantasizing with the things that I want to achieve and things that I want to become. Let's talk about the second thing. You ever just lay in bed and you get a random spark of inspiration because you envision something that you truly want and you think that you can get that? Yeah, it usually happens in the middle of the night when you're not doing anything else. But once you start to get occupied by something else, you are going to completely forget about that. Or let's say you're doing things right now, things are looking good. As soon as you get a little bump in the road, you kick it off to the side because you're not seeing results, or you're not seeing the momentum that you want. That's exactly why everybody quits the gym so early. They go to the gym, they go for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They don't see the quick results that they thought they were gonna get, and then they completely give up. That's exactly why you need to stop relying on results, or just in general, motivation to make you feel like doing what you want to do. At the end of the day, having self-discipline is truly what's gonna carry you to becoming the person you want to become. That being said, you have to really understand why you want these certain things. Having a six-pack just because it looks good, not a good enough reason to want this. Because you don't have a good enough reason, not likely to carry out all the sacrifice that comes with having this. But if you truly want to be your healthiest version, you want to be your leanest, and you want to look your best, I'm not saying having a six-pack is going to make you look your best. I don't even have a six-pack, and I feel like I look good right now. But it's just an example. You have to truly envision what you want and truly understand that you're going to make some sacrifices to get what you want. And sometimes these sacrifices are not going to feel like they're worth it. Having a strong enough why will get you to that. So whatever goal you have, whether it's to do better academically, get into your dream school, get a dream physique, whatever it is, truly understand your why and start focusing in on your discipline rather than the motivation to do do things. The next bad habit that's going to hold you back this year is complaining. Let me just talk about what happens to me. You could just see if this sounds familiar. When I start complaining about things, I get in my own head. I get sad that I don't have these things, or things would be so much easier if I was in a completely different situation, or I had these things instead of what I have right now. Complaining is the root of the reason why you feel so unmotivated and borderline just sad. This is one of the biggest epiphanies I had this year. Complaining gets you nowhere, and it just makes you unmotivated. And that's exactly why I think it's so important to not rely on motivation, because sometimes you're going to slip up, sometimes you're going to complain. But instead of complaining, think about it in the opposite side of things. One thing that I like to always think about is, well, now I know. Instead of complaining that now I feel tired, well, now I know to get better sleep next time, to not stay up until 3 a.m. playing video games, which is something that I still do from time to time. Point is that you should learn from your mistakes. And if you are feeling sad about the things that you're complaining about, just flip the script. It's easy to fall into your own mind in a negative way when you're complaining. But when you start to think about things positively, and you start getting excited about the work that you're going to do and what that work is going to lead to, I promise you, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. So just cut the complaining, and you're going to notice the biggest mindset switch that you've ever felt. That being said, speaking about epiphanies, I just dropped an ebook about every epiphany that I had, leading me to become the most confident and borderline feeling the most successful that I have ever felt. This talks about the mistakes that I made in the past, things I've learned that has made my life easier. Overall, my quality of life has improved. Look, this is my personal story, but you could use this story as your personal guide to achieve the same things: being confident, the best physique, not relying on motivation, because that ebook is going to be down in the description. It's literally yours for the price of a Starbucks coffee. The next bad habit that's holding you back, this time from making you look more attractive, is not focusing in on your hygiene. Look, I know the feeling. You're just too tired. You don't feel like showering. You don't feel like brushing your teeth. You just don't want to get up. Well, let's talk about that. One simple question that I'm going to ask you is, what's the longest that you went without showering? That is disgusting. I hope that you put it in the comments, because I am curious. But I fully know the feeling of getting home from the gym late and you're just thinking, I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to shower. I don't feel like brushing my teeth. I don't feel like washing my face. All these things that are keeping you from becoming the most hygienic person that you should be is holding you back from looking more attractive. If you don't shower and your hair ends up looking greasy, you're going to look like a mess. You're not going to look good. Leaving your face dirty could lead to some acne. And again, I'm not saying that acne makes you look unattractive, but let's be real. Clear skin looks good. And as long as you're actively doing everything you can to get clear skin and prevent acne, then that should give you confidence right there. And if you're not brushing your teeth and you go talk to somebody, maybe you have bad breath, maybe you have something in your teeth, you're not going to look good. And it's all preventable by not being lazy, taking the extra time in the morning and night to just do the things that you're supposed to be doing is overall just going to make you look better. Now, my favorite way to go about this is prevention. If you come home late and you don't feel like brushing your teeth and you don't feel like showering, don't go in your room. Once you go into your room, maybe you lay down, maybe you sit down on your chair, you're not going to want to get up. So before you even go to your room, go shower. In the mornings, maybe you don't have enough time yet. You still somehow find the time to scroll on TikTok or social media while you're laying in bed. And once you get up, you don't feel like brushing your teeth, prevent it. Use that time that you spend scrolling to take a shower, do whatever you need to do in the mornings. Now, the next bad habit that's holding you back is not doing anything about it. This ties back to what I said earlier, but putting things off till later is never going to come. Or even worse, if you keep falling into bad habits that are holding you back, you are not reflecting on what you are learning day to day. When you waste time throughout the day and you look back at all the time that you wasted, that should irritate you. You should be a little bit upset with yourself. I say a little bit because I try not to be too toxic, because you wasted time. That's not okay. Think about the things that you learned and take it for next time. When you're sitting there complaining that you are not where you want to be yet you don't do anything about it, you have no one to blame but yourself. If you don't have the grades that you want, but you still continue to put off homework, again, only blame yourself. Now look, when you're being hard about yourself, the best thing to do about it is not let yourself do those things again. Allow yourself to have momentum, and it all starts today. That being said, over 2023, I learned some glow up tips. And if you want to know everything that I learned in 2023, I have a video that's going to show you exactly that.